Okay, as in the last clip, I was talking about the Division 2 to 48 technical specifications, which describe the products, equipment, and systems. Uh, in each of these technical specifications, there are certain parts, part 1, part 2, and part 3. In part 2, it is about the uh, product. So the product can specify certain information, for example, the what is the brand name, and maybe to encourage competition, products often are specified with the brand name and the phrase or approved equal. So sufficient information should be provided in the specifications to order the materials. Care must be taken by the contractor to assure that the product described is being furnished. In the execution part, the construction documents rarely provide complete installation instructions for products and services. So the execution section may be as simple as follow the manufacturer's instructions. So in some instances, particularly with new or sensitive products or usage, there may be step-by-step instructions for the installation. So generally, the contractor is assumed to have the expertise for the installation of the material and the use of appropriate means and methods. Okay, next let's talk about the addenda. Addenda are actually bulletins of additional information that are uh, germane to the contract documents issued during the bid procedure. So this information is added to the contract documents after their completion and prior to the contract being awarded. So anything which would not be added uh, when preparing the documents and after the submission of the bid documents, some of the items can still be added, but at that time the project may not have been awarded to the prospective bidder. So the what type of information which can be included, this may be related with the clarification or correction of the information contained in the contract documents. So these clarifications result from a review by the designer, owner, and bidders. So answers to questions asked during the bid period are clarified in the addenda to provide the same clarifications to all bidders. Approval of substitutions for specified materials usually listed or approved equal items. So items approved in the addenda are acceptable for use in the product. And then additional information, which is often distributed in the addenda. This could include the supplementary specifications, drawings, or any other details relating to the contract documents. Okay, so these were the main items which were included in the project manual. So let's talk about some of the information about the drawings. So the drawings are normally the civil engineering drawings and other drawings. So a set of contract drawings has several sections depending upon the nature of the project. So the most commercial building projects will have as a minimum the following sections: civil engineering and site survey documents, usually identified by a C designation. Architectural drawings usually identified by A designation. Structural engineering drawings usually identified by S designation. Mechanical engineering drawings usually identified by an M designation. And electrical engineering drawings usually identified by an E designation. So the civil engineering and site survey drawings are concerned with civil engineering on the site, such as site drainage, site utilities, roads, bridges, and other related items. So plan views, contour drawings, cross sections, and details are usually contained in these sections. The surveys of the construction site are also included. So these drawings are normally drawn on an engineer's scale, which is uh, which is kind of like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 50 feet to the inch. But of course, this is a terminology which is used in the United States. So other scales may also be used in some other countries which use the SI system. So information contained in the civil engineering drawings is used for the site layout, including the location of the site features and elevations. So the contractor's surveyor, whether a licensed surveyor or the contractor's field engineer, will use information on these drawings to establish benchmarks and related elevations. The architectural drawings are normally prepared by the architectural firms, occasionally with the consultant's input. So the architectural drawings relate primarily to the building and structures, describing the building's location, size, form, systems, and materials. So these drawings are always indicated with an A prefix. So several different numerical systems are found, such as A1, A2, A1.1, something like this, to designate various sections of the drawings. So generally the architectural drawings include the following types of drawings or sections. So these sections include the indexes, symbols, abbreviations, notes, location map. And then these drawings may also include the site plans and details. These drawings may include the demolition plans. And most of you are familiar with the floor plans. So it is customary to show every floor plan applicable to the project. Even when the floors are similar, floor plans should show wall locations and types, window openings, door openings, dimensions, cabinets, equipment, stairs, room numbers, details, and section locations, etc. So all the details, so it's most of the important information is included into the floor plans. And then of course, in addition to the floor plan, there may be roof plan as well. Okay, there may be ceiling plans as well. So what is behind, under the roof? Okay, and then building sections. So building sections are normally the cuts through the building indicated by the symbols on the floor plan. So sections and wall sections and exterior elevations. So the schedules, the large scale floor plans, exterior details, interior elevation and details. So a lot of information is included into the architectural drawings. So architectural drawings are one of the major components of any building project. Structural drawings represent the structural elements such as foundations and structural frame. And these normally are prepared by a structural engineer either in-house with the architectural firm or on a consulting basis. The structural design is coordinated with the architectural aspect of the building. Structural drawings usually have definitive dimensions for the foundations and structural elements, both horizontally and vertically. So other information which is included into the structural design is the structural notes. So these notes are normally more specific in regard to the material strength and tolerances than those in the project manual. The shop drawings are done by the contractor, subcontractor, or fabricator and are reviewed by the structural engineer. So other structural drawings are the foundation plan, framing plans for floors and roofs, elevations and sections, details. In the details, you may have the drawings which provide the details of the systems, particularly for the connections of materials and systems. Structural details are normally provided for stair systems as well. And then the schedules. So the schedules are basically the tabular schedules of structural elements such as beams and other elements, beams and columns, etc. The mechanical drawings and electrical drawings are also very important, but of course these drawings are normally prepared by the mechanical and electrical engineers respectively. So mechanical drawings include plumbing and heating, ventilation and air conditioning drawings. So we normally call as the HVAC systems. These drawings usually are accomplished through a mechanical engineering firm, which often acts as a consultant to the architect. So a number of different subcontractors may use mechanical drawings, including the plumbing subcontractors, HVAC contractors, fire protection subcontractors, temperature control subcontractors, and other subcontractors or third-tier subcontractors. Electrical drawings electrical drawings are also similar in a manner to the mechanical drawings. They are particularly diagrammatic. Okay, so the format for the electrical drawings is quite complicated when compared with the civil engineering and the architectural drawings. There are numerous systems which are shown on the electrical drawings, such as the fire alarm, communication, security, or which may be shown on separate drawings or integrated with the electrical drawings. So electrical drawings usually include the following. For example, the notes, symbols, abbreviations, and standard details, site plan, including the utilities that connect to the building such as power, TV cable, and telephone, floor plans showing the separate floor plans for power and lighting, though both may be included on the same drawings for smaller projects, etc. So this was some brief description of these different types of drawings. Now you may answer these questions by yourself. So for example, I have a few slides for these questions. Okay, so you can go through these questions and try to answer for your for checking your understanding. Okay, next I will be talking about the use of the construction documents in the next clip.